Welcome to Cape Town, where the ocean meets the sky in a breathtaking display. And Table Mountain reigns supreme, towering above it all. This isn't just a landmark, it's a playground for adventure, wonder, and awe. In the next 10 minutes, discover 5 unforgettable ways to experience South Africa's most iconic natural wonder. Table Mountain is a living, breathing ecosystem, a vertical world of its own, teeming with life. Today I'll show you how to unlock its secrets, from the easiest ascent to the most heart-pounding descent you can imagine. Grab your gear, check your nerve, and get ready. The adventure starts now. Our first mission, ascending the legendary Table Mountain aerial cableway, a feat that's as much a rite of passage as it is a mode of transport. This is where adventure in Cape Town truly begins, and anticipation buzzes in the air as you approach the base station. It's the classic route, but don't mistake it for ordinary. The moment you step into the cable car, you're joining a tradition that's thrilled millions since 1929. This is a vertical journey, over 700 meters up in just 5 minutes. The cable car glides almost silently, whisking you from the city's edge to the mountain's crown in what feels like the blink of an eye. The rotating floor means everyone gets a 360-degree view: city, ocean, cliffs, and the vast Cape Peninsula. No need to jostle for a window. The scenery comes to you, unfolding in a breathtaking panorama. As you rise, Cape Town shrinks below, and the mountain scale becomes real. The city's bustle fades into miniature, and you realize just how high you're climbing. Pro tip: book tickets online to skip the legendary queues. On busy days, the wait can stretch for hours, but with a mobile ticket, you breeze past the crowds and head straight for the adventure. The air cools, the city noise fades, and you're transported to a high-altitude sanctuary. Sometimes the cable car even glides through clouds, adding a touch of magic as you leave the world below. The upper station clings to the cliff's edge. Step out and you're on the tabletop, 1,000 meters above the sea. The sense of arrival is electric, as if you've landed on another planet. The speed of the ascent is mind-boggling, from car park to wilderness in minutes. One moment you're in the city, the next you're surrounded by wild finbows and ancient rock. This ride makes the inaccessible accessible, connecting everyone to wild places. Families, solo travelers, and adventurers alike share the same awe as the mountain opens up before them. Up here, the world feels different. Wind in your hair, endless views in every direction. The city, the ocean, and the mountains all merge into a single, unforgettable vista. To the south, the Cape Peninsula stretches to the horizon. To the west, the Atlantic glimmers. On clear days, you can see for miles, tracing the coastline and spotting distant ships. Before you explore, just breathe it in. The air is crisp, scented with wildflowers and sea breeze, and the silence is profound. This is why we travel, to feel small in the face of nature's grandeur, and incredibly alive. Standing here, you're reminded of the world's vastness and your own sense of wonder. The cable car is just the beginning, but what a beginning. It's a gateway to adventure, a memory in the making. Whether you're short on time or saving energy, this is an epic experience. It's accessible to all ages and fitness levels, making it a must for every visitor. Sometimes the journey itself is as spectacular as the destination. The ride is a shared moment of awe, a story you'll tell long after you've left. Now let's go explore the plateau, where every step reveals a new perspective and the adventure truly begins. For those who see a mountain as a challenge, who crave the feeling of pushing their limits and conquering the unknown, Platteklip Gorge is your ultimate test. This is not just a hike, it's a rite of passage, a journey that demands grit, determination, and a willingness to embrace discomfort in exchange for unforgettable rewards. Platteklip Gorge is your test. The trail is famous for its relentless nature, and it's not for the faint of heart. This is Table Mountain's natural staircase, a relentless, leg-burning ascent up its northern face. Each step is a reminder that you're climbing one of the world's most iconic landmarks, and the mountain doesn't make it easy. There are no switchbacks to ease your journey, just a direct, unyielding path upward. The trail seems to go on forever, just up, and up, and up. Every time you think you've reached a plateau, another set of stone steps appears, daring you to keep going. Start at first light. The east-facing gorge turns into a furnace once the sun rises. The early morning air is cool and crisp, but as the sun climbs, so does the temperature, making every step feel heavier. Every step rewards you with a bigger view, the city shrinking beneath your feet, the ocean stretching out to the horizon. The higher you climb, the more the world below transforms, and the more you realize how far you've come. The path is lined with finbows and darting lizards, a living ecosystem clinging to the rocks. The air is filled with the scent of wild herbs, and if you pause, you might spot a sunbird or hear the distant call of a Dassie. Nature is alive all around you, reminding you that this mountain is ancient and wild. The climb is as much a mental game as a physical one. Find your rhythm, focus on your breath, and keep moving. There will be moments when your legs burn and your lungs ache, but perseverance is key. The mountain tests your resolve, but it also rewards your effort. It's you versus the mountain. No shortcuts, just determination. Every hiker you pass is fighting their own battle, and there's a quiet camaraderie and shared struggle. Near the top, the sky opens up, the wind changes, and you know you're close. The air feels different, cooler and fresher, and the anticipation builds with every step. Scramble over the last boulders using your hands and feet, and suddenly, you're on the tabletop. The world opens up in every direction, and the sense of space is breathtaking. The sense of accomplishment is overwhelming. You feel every muscle, every drop of sweat, and it all adds up to a moment of pure triumph. You didn't just buy a ticket for this view, you earned it. The panorama is your reward, a memory that will stay with you long after you've descended. Pack more water than you think you'll need and some high-energy snacks. Hydrate before you're thirsty, eat before you're hungry. The mountain is unforgiving to those who come unprepared, so respect it and plan ahead. Preparation turns a tough climb into a triumphant adventure. Good shoes, a hat, sunscreen, and a positive mindset can make all the difference between struggle and satisfaction. Platteklip Gorge is a rite of passage for any serious hiker in Cape Town. It's a trail that humbles you, but also fills you with pride. It's exhausting, exhilarating, and connects you to the mountain in a primal way. The experience lingers long after you've left, a reminder of your own strength and the wild beauty of Table Mountain. You haven't just seen Table Mountain, you've felt its raw power, and you've become a part of its story. There's a magic hour on Table Mountain, sunset, when the summit empties and the world seems to pause. As the last of the day's hikers and tourists begin their descent, a hush falls over the plateau and you're left with the mountain's vastness almost to yourself. The plateau stretches nearly 3 kilometers, a broad expanse of ancient rock and wind-sculpted finbows. Here you can wander until you find your own private perch, a place to sit and watch as the world glows in the soft golden light. As the sun dips lower, the light turns molten gold, painting the rocks and grasses in warm hues. Shadows stretch long and thin, and the city below transforms into a glittering carpet of diamonds, each light a tiny story unfolding in the dusk. Look to the edge for the famous tablecloth, a phenomenon where clouds spill over the cliffs in a surreal, slow-motion waterfall. It's a mesmerizing sight, as if the mountain itself is exhaling, shrouding itself in mist. Standing above the clouds at sunset is pure magic. The world below disappears and you're suspended between sky and earth, wrapped in a golden glow that feels otherworldly. As the sun sinks, the temperature drops quickly. Even on a warm day, the summit can become chilly in minutes. Bring a jacket and a beanie. Layers are essential to stay comfortable and enjoy every moment. Watching the sun vanish below the Atlantic is a profound moment. The sky ignites in shades of orange, pink, and purple, and for a few heartbeats, the world is silent, as if holding its breath. All worries melt away. It's a reset for the soul. The vastness, the silence, and the beauty combine to create a sense of peace that's hard to find anywhere else. But don't lose track of time. Check the last cable car schedule before you get lost in the view. Missing it means a long, dark hike down, so plan ahead and savor every minute. The ride down is its own reward. As the cable car glides silently toward the city, Cape Town's lights twinkle far below, and the mountain's silhouette fades into the night. At dusk, the summit is tranquil. A handful of sunset seekers sharing the spectacle, each person quietly reflecting on the beauty they've witnessed. It's not just about capturing the perfect photo, it's about being present, soaking in the colors, the air, and the feeling of standing atop one of the world's great natural wonders. The memory of sunset from Table Mountain lingers long after you descend. It's a moment you'll carry with you, a reminder of nature's quiet power and beauty. Don't just visit, plan for sunset. Prepare your gear, check the weather, and give yourself time to experience the mountain's transformation as day turns to night. In those final moments, as the last rays of sun illuminate the rocks and finbows, you'll feel the mountain's soul revealed in the fading light, a memory that will stay with you forever. Up here you're not alone, the mountain's most famous resident is the Dassie. They look like oversized guinea pigs basking on sun-warmed rocks, seemingly fearless. Here's the wild fact, their closest relative is the elephant. Yes, really, tiny tusks and all. Dassies sunbathe to regulate their body temperature, piling together to soak up warmth. Despite their cuddly look, they're tough survivors, agile climbers with rubbery feet for gripping rocks. Watch them scamper up near vertical faces, they're masters of this terrain. Dassies live in colonies, with sentries keeping watch for predators. If danger appears, a shriek sends the whole group vanishing into crevices. Remember, look, don't touch, and never feed them. Feeding harms them and disrupts their wild behavior. Observing Dassies is a rare chance to connect with wildlife up close. They're as much a part of Table Mountain as the flat top itself. Take a moment to watch their interactions and remember, we're guests in their world. These small creatures teach us about survival, adaptation, and respect for nature. Ready for a new perspective? Head to Signal Hill for tandem paragliding. Trade your boots for a harness and wings. This is pure adrenaline. Strapped in, the wind tugs at your wing, Table Mountain looming beside you. The pilot counts down, run, and suddenly, you're airborne. There's no drop, just a gentle lift, and you're flying. The view is breathtaking. Coastline, city, Lion's Head, and the full majesty of Table Mountain. Pro tip: best conditions are late morning to early afternoon when the sea breeze is steady. Trust your pilot, they're experts at reading the wind. Up here, adrenaline gives way to awe. It's surprisingly peaceful, just the wind and the view. Your pilot points out landmarks, the stadium, Robben Island, beaches. You see how the mountain cradles the city, connecting all your experiences. Flights last 10-20 minutes, sometimes with acrobatic maneuvers for an extra thrill. Landing is smooth, back on the Sea Point Promenade, buzzing with energy. Paragliding is the ultimate way to cap off your Table Mountain adventure, a memory seared forever. There you have it, 5 incredible ways to experience one of the new 7 wonders of nature. From effortless ascents to grueling climbs, spiritual sunsets, wild encounters, and soaring flights. Table Mountain is Cape Town's beating heart, adventure, nature, and wonder in one. Which moment would you choose first? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe. This mountain is a constant presence, a challenge and an inspiration. Whether you conquer its paths or simply gaze at its beauty, you leave a piece of your heart here. It's an adventure that changes your perspective, long after you're back on level ground.